General, what I'm going to ask you is unrelated to your testimony, but I hope you will be able to comment on it. What protocols exist with regard to the conduct of polygraph tests, or what are colloquially referred to as lie detector tests? What protocols exist, and when is that usually or ordinarily done, and who gets subjected to it?
Commissioners, in terms of our legislation, I believe it's section 17E, speaks to integrity testing. And as part of that process, polygraph tests are also part of the machinery that is deployed to determine deception, or whether individuals were perhaps complicit in the commissioning or taking part in any offense. And then it is upon the national head to then direct who needs to be exposed to that process. So then a list is then submitted to the identified officers, who then needs to report for such polygraph testing.
And do you have any idea as to what the determinant factors are to decide on who should be subjected to the test?
I believe the merits of each matter, Commissioner, will determine whether an individual or individuals be exposed to the process. So I don't think there's hard and fast rules associated to those decisions. It will be dependent on the specific facts that such a decision will be taken.
I was avoiding specificity so as to get an idea of the generally applicable prescripts, but perhaps I should be specific now. The facts here are that General Sinona was involved in the decision to take the drugs, the cocaine, to Port Shepstone, and in the end he kept the key. I'm just trying to establish in my own mind whether he ought not to have been subjected to a polygraph test. I'm asking this in the context of the fact that there were polygraph tests here, and I assume that everybody who was involved in all of this saga was subjected to such tests, but he was not. Ought he have been subjected to the test, in your view?
In my opinion, Commissioner, indeed, he was supposed to be exposed to the process, as he played an active role in the Port Shepstone matter. It's not as if he was just the provincial head sitting at the distance. He was privy to the activities. He visited the Port Shepstone offices shortly after the seizure and took possession of the key. That's active participation. It's not as if he was at the distance and that he was not related to this matter. So it's my strong opinion that he was supposed to be exposed to the process.
Thank you, General.
General, I wanted to follow up on Commissioner Baloyi's question and the answer you gave, more for clarification than anything else. Were 7 bricks ever taken from Port Shepstone to the FSL lab for testing?
No.
They were not?
It was never submitted, Commissioners. It was, apparently there was a request for 7 bricks of cocaine to be submitted